Let's go truthing or faking. Catalina's over by the big board. A very good evening to you, Catalina. The floods in New York, very real floods, of course. And online, there are some fake images purporting to be of what happened in the Big Apple. Tell us more.
That's right, Mark. New York City is drowning as heavy rainfall and dangerous flooding hit New York City and the surrounding areas as a state of emergency was declared on September 29th. The internet was also flooded with many images of the natural disaster, many real, many fake. Let's begin with this one, where this user claims New York people are crazy. Where are their bathing suits? Together with this video, where we see people that are grocery shopping as the supermarket is extremely flooded. A scene that these users claim took place in New York. Here's another similar claim as many people shared the same video claiming insanity, people grocery shopping in knee-high water during the apocalyptic flooding in New York City today. So impressive as these images might be, they are real, but they did not take place in New York. We found the original video on this YouTube account posted on January 28th earlier this year in 2023. Images that took place in Auckland, New Zealand. The Herald also reported on the same video when a state of emergency was declared across the country due to dangerous flooding in New Zealand. Mark.
It takes a lot to stop the Kiwi from going shopping. I think that's the message we're getting from those images. Moving on to another viral video on the platform that they call TikTok that claims to show the floods in New York. Tell us about that one.
Here's the compilation video that was posted on TikTok with over 250,000 views so far, where the text in the video reads New York City. The caption also reads New York City is flooded and under a state of emergency. So even though many of the images that we see in this video do take place in New York, many of them take place elsewhere in the world. The first extract, for example, that we see in the video, we did a screenshot right here. This actually took place in Turkey, not in New York. The original image that we see here was actually flipped around. So when we flipped it back, we were able to find the original video in a Turkish press reporting on the heavy floods that took place in the Sisi district of Istanbul. Also in the end of December. This is also from September 29th, 2023. And you can see much of the same images that they published on this report, and much of the same images that we could see in the fake claims. And we were also able to find the exact locations where these images took place in through Google Maps in this district in Istanbul. And we also did a comparison where you could see that these images do coincide with the ones in the viral claims. For example, you could see these staircases as well as this yellow shop, the same as the ones in the fake claims. So images that took place in Turkey earlier at the end of September, not in New York. That's not all. In about second 20 of the video, we can see these images of these cars drowning by heavy water, these heavy floods. These images actually took place in China, not in New York. We found the original image posted by the AFP on July 21st, 2021. Images that took place in the city of Zhengzhou, China. And these floods were also published by Le Monde, who report on this devastating floods that hit China in July 2021 that left several hundred people dead, at least 300. Mark.
Putting together these fake sequences, it takes a lot of work, doesn't it? I'd love to meet the people behind it and try and find out what their motivation is, and I'm sure that's never going to happen. And as you just said, I think, Catalina, not all of the images are fake.
That's right, Mark. You see many impressive images that resulted from these floods. Here we have just one example for you that we've seen circulating quite a bit, where you see this street that was practically turned into a lake. You could also see this spiral that's formed. The image that is impressive and real did take place in Park Slope, Brooklyn, posted by many online. It was also posted by the New York Times, where they report on these floods in New York in this compilation that they did. So it's always important, especially during natural disasters, to stick to reliable sources that always verify the images that they receive, or you will end up with Images like these, as these users claim, unexpected arrivals at the LaGuardia airport. You can see these sharks images that are obviously completely fake and digitally altered that circulate over and over again. We see it each time there has been a flooding event in the world. So don't believe everything you see, Mark.
Complete nonsense, isn't it? Catalina, thank you very much indeed for Truth